My name is Mikael Ananda, and I am going to make an introduction to the Warrior Circles. This is a new project where I'm taking all the experience and knowledge that I've gained from many years of doing different projects, and I'm taking this online in a very interesting format. I have experience with working with street activism. I started an activist group for about 16 years ago in Sweden, and I was doing a lot of work together with my friends, sharing information about society, about the problems that we have in society. And then for about 6 years now, I've been working in Portugal. I started a center there. It's called the Shambala Retreat Center. And there I'm teaching more spiritual values about meditation and about Qigong and finding the spiritual warrior. A key instrument that I've been working with and that I'm gonna teach in these circles are non-violent communication or peaceful communication, to speak from the heart. And this knowledge has been really important to me, and it made a really profound change in the way that I communicate. This will be one of the basic tools or fundamental tools. And also on top of this, I have studied something called Zen coaching, which is a way of life coaching, but it's deeply founded on the principles of being in a meditative state of mind, being very in tune, listening really with a full heart. Both of these techniques or practices go hand in hand, and this is what we're going to make very good use of in these circles. Also, I am going to show you a little bit of the training and the ideas that I've developed during my work in the Shambala Center, which has to do with the way of the warrior. And the way of the warrior is about finding your true life purpose. And I believe that most people, if they look at really what they want to do with their life, they will find that obviously they want to be happy and they want to have a fulfilling life. And the best way that I have found to really live a good and happy life is to fill your life with purpose. And I have found that the highest purpose, at least for me, is to create value, create something to help other people, to be of service. And this is actually the best way, the most efficient way to become happy, is to just do the best that you can to open your heart and to work on yourself as well as helping others. So I will go in depth in the basic techniques of how to become more in tune with this purpose and finding joy, the simple joys in life. Much of the teachings of the spiritual warrior goes together with the Buddhist philosophy, and there's also a few different warrior tradition that takes this even a step further. And the Shambala warrior is one of these tradition that is said to be a society that was enlightened, like a perfect society, Shambhala. And it is written about Shambhala in both the Vedic scriptures and the Buddhic scriptures. And this society that was pre-Buddhist thought was a way of doing a perfect society where everyone could feel that they had a possibility to influence what they did. They had a freedom, they had education, and they had spiritual practice. So they had all the elements of being free and happy and to live a good, fulfilling life. And so the story entails that in the society, eventually Buddha came there and taught the king how to do the advanced tantric meditations. And so the king shared this with everyone, and a lot of people gained self-realization and became Buddhas themselves. But as the society crumbled around them, this was about 2,500 years ago, this whole country, or this big, huge city, disappeared into the mist of the mountains. And the legend is that at some point it's gonna reappear, and out from Shambhala, people, spiritual warriors, are going to come out and lead the way and help for us to change society to the better. And this will happen when the world needs it at the most. And personally for me, this has been something that I have come to realize. It started very early for me, but during the years that has gone by, I can really feel that I want to do this, that my life purpose is to be a leader and to help other people to become leaders, both of their own lives, but also a leader of other people, and together we will help to create this society, this enlightened society on earth. And I feel that the idea of the Shambhala warrior, and there's also similar ideas with the rainbow warriors from the Hopi Indians, that the time has come when this longing will surface in many people of different faith, of different colors, all over the world. And these people are going to work towards creating this society, this free society. And I believe strongly that I am one of these people who have got this knowledge both through intuitive work straight from nature, from the universe, by doing meditation and such, and also from other great people who have shared their tools. And during my work so far, I can feel that one very important thing is structure, how things are structured. And people today, they're very controlled, mainly through a structure of how people learn, how they share knowledge, and so on. And this structure, as we know it, is looks all like a pyramid, where a small elite is on top, manipulating everything in the system, so they can control how people operate within this system. And this is mainly being manipulated through mass media, through education, but also through the banking system and the economical system. And I will give you more details about how this works. But what I've come to realize is that the solution to our problem is also to create a structure that is good for human beings, a way that we naturally can communicate, to create groups with great amount of trust that can help and inspire to make things happen. And this is why I'm doing these groups. It has a special format where people will go together in clusters of 6 people. And this is very important because the group size is of huge importance actually. If you have a big group of like hundreds of people, then naturally people will start making a hierarchy. And with the knowledge we have today in society, this hierarchy is going to be what I call a ruling structure, where people are fighting over power, very egoistic. And this happens naturally from the state of consciousness that people generally are and the size of the group. But if you go down, you have a special thing happening. When you come to about 6 people, 5, 6, maybe 7 people, then you do not create this ruling structure, because you have such a small group that everybody can feel confident to express themselves, and there is no real need of a leader. Doesn't need to have a structure, because the structure it's only there because of the amount of people. It becomes too inefficient to work on a grassroots level where everybody has a saying in everything. It's just impossible if you have hundreds of people. But if you have 6 people, you can all express your heart fully, and everybody will have the time to listen fully. So this is a very important piece of information, to find this group size. And I will go in depth into how the mechanics with the groups, and I call this a fractal circle. And it can be used not only to organize one group of 6, but also to incorporate many groups that work together and that forms a larger structure, a circle of circles. But also I want to share a little bit about the benefits of these circles. You create a circle that you have trust in each other, and where you can express each other, you can express what your longings are, what your needs are, and you can build real friendship. So this is what I want to do really with this circle here, is to create this group where you can feel friendship. And this is not just arbitrary friendship with anyone. This is with a special direction. People who are waking up to this calling of doing good, of being a spiritual warrior, of creating an ideal society. So you will have something very special to start with. And this will already be a great benefit, because many people who are waking up to the problem of the world and such can have a lot of problem based on the fact that they feel alone. It feels like it's they against the world, and the world looks pretty grim. But if you have a group of 6 people, this changes, because already 6 people is quite a lot. It's a good amount of friends. And if you can keep in contact, sharing your progress, your difficulties, and everything with your life, where you're going, what you're striving for, if you can share this with this group and hear what the group, the other people are doing, it will be a great inspiration for you. And also it's very helpful in a way of actually accomplishing something in your life. When you're setting up a goal for yourself, a goal of doing a practice, eating healthy, working out, doing meditation, whatever your goal is, and we will set goals specifically, it can be great difficult to actually carry through. Maybe you did this before, you had a lot of goals, make some plans, and then you try to do it, but basically you fall through. You can't do it. After a while, you just lose the practice. And maybe you've gone through periods where you actually did what you wanted to do. You were doing your training, you were eating healthy and all of this, and you were doing it for months and months. And then something happened and you lost your practice and you didn't restart it. Maybe you even did it several times by now. But you probably know what I'm talking about. The difficulty in keeping a solid discipline. And here again, the group will be of great benefit. Because when you have other people who you share your progress, your goals, your dreams with, you will have someone that hold you accountable for the results. You will not be alone in this. You will have other people who can act as mirror on you. And when you have that, people that you trust and that you look up to and that you like, you want to show them that you can do it. You don't want to lose your practice. It is much easier to keep pushing yourself to do what is needed to be done because you have this mirror. In a way, you use your own ego because you don't want to lose face in front of all these people. But also you will get motivated because you will also hear of the progress of the friends in the group, and when they are doing good, you want to do the same, and you can look up to each other and follow the best results from everyone and continue and continue. And also when you lose your practice, something happens, you get sick, when you get back to the group again, you will automatically fall into the routine. You will pick up your practice again. So this way of working in groups will be of great benefit for you straight away. And when I'm going to teach you the techniques of coaching and the communication, and this will also be something that you practice in the group, and you will practice especially doing one-on-one coaching sessions where you really have the time to share to someone else in the group what's happening in your life. If you have a problem, if some sadness, some difficulty, you need to make up your mind, make some plans, then to have someone to speak to is of great help. And I've been working on coaching for some time, and I've been both receiving coaching and giving, and I know how good it is. It is really giving you this mirror, and it gives you clarity. If you only do your own planning in your own mind, it is not at all the same as actually giving this plan to someone else. Because when you give it to someone else, you need to be focused. You need to be clear what you want. You cannot just dream around forever. You need to be able to put your dream and your plan into a format that you can express this during maybe 40 minutes. And that gives you this extra boost to actually understand what you want. It's a great help. So I'm gonna teach you this, and then you will work together 2 and 2 in between the meetings where you meet up, all of you. And the format of the circle is going to be mainly that you're joining a circle, which is a chat group. And in this chat group, It's not going to be some just talking about anything, but we're going to have specific topics to talk about. And mainly we're going to use voice clips to record the answers to different exercises. So we're going to do this every week. We have a different exercise. You think about it in your day, and then you make this recording to the group, and then you listen to everyone's recording. And then we're going to also do this one-on-one. So you're gonna find a partner and do some exercise together in a one-on-one voice call. And then once in a while, we're going all of us together, the group, in a live voice conversation where we can have a sharing of our progress and speak to each other and get to know each other more personal. And I, as a teacher, I'm going to be there and support you. I'm going to give you the exercises and tell you how to do things, give you the structure. And I'm also going to give you some material to study about the spiritual warrior, about problems in society, about how you can do different exercises like meditation, trauma release, all kind of different things. And also the coaching and all things that I found to be really useful. So I have a set of tools that I want to share. But then the idea is that I'm going to do this for a while, for about 2 months or 3 months, and then you will have enough tools to continue training. You will have already the material that I've written. It's a few small books that you will be given on the start of the course. And you can continue studying and doing the examples from the books. But you will also at some point be able to put in your own material, that everyone from the group can bring the tools that you found be very useful for you and share it and do exercises on this material. So it will not be based on only the knowledge that I will give you, even though it's quite profound and good knowledge, but it will be, the circle will be independent. And after a while, the idea is that you will be so good at having these circles that at one point you will have the mission to form a new circle, and that is to find 5 new people or 6 new people and be the guide for them, to give them the knowledge and the structure, how to do the coaching, how to do everything. And in this way, it's this whole project going to be self-sufficient. It has the potential to spread in all directions and spread quite fast. Because one of the key insights in the warrior training is that you are your own leader. I call it the warrior king, where you really invoke and connect to this feeling of that you have all the knowledge that you need. You have all inside of yourself. And if you want something, you will achieve it. So you can become a teacher, you can become a teacher quite soon, and you can lead another circle and see this circle spread in all directions as well. And by doing this and implementing other facets of the fractal circle, then we can connect together and actually build a big fractal, a big organization where we can all communicate, and it will be a true democracy and a role model for how society can be built. And these tools can be shared into society to change it on the most deepest level, change the actual structure of how society operates. So this is the mission of the whole project, is to create Shambala, the enlightened society. And I want you to be part of this. If you feel this calling, I'm sure that you're meant to join this and get these tools. And I'm sure this is going to be a very inspirational and interesting thing for you, because you will learn a lot of interesting tools that you can apply not only to save the world, but also to change your life, your own life, to get maximum life quality, to get a lot of extra money and abundance, to be able to do things without effort, to be able to live peaceful, simple lives that's full of joy and relaxation and happiness and abundance. So I think you will enjoy that. I'm pretty sure, definitely. So if you are willing to do this, I'm honored to teach you and give everything I got so you can continue the path. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.